Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Tim, we've just heard from Nuno before the game against Leicester City, the first away trip of the season. I think let's get it over and done with first. Team news, what's the situation? Any new boys in the squad? Potentially.
No, I don't think so.
Nobody?
No.
Nobody come and set you up? Just don't let me down.
Oh, gotcha.
That guy, that 80 million
club
quid.
record signing.
Yeah, that one.
Adama Traore.
Ooh.
No. He's fit and ready to play. So yeah, very exciting. I was wondering if he's going to be involved or not really. Bit of touch and go, but he's had a week or two's worth of training. Suffered a dislocated shoulder at the end of July in pre-season for Middlesbrough. Now he's back. So fantastic news, involved, and I'd expect him to be on the bench.
Any chance? I mean, could he spring
any chance?
Could he spring a surprise and maybe replace Costa with Adama from the start?
I'd be very surprised. Wolves did well last week. It wasn't like they got thrashed 5-0. They got a point 2-2. Nuno doesn't really like throwing in players who aren't fully fit. Well, not many managers do, but he's never really done that last season. I'd be surprised. I know it's different because it's dislocated shoulder, so it's not the kind of thing that's probably going to pop out again. But if he's not fully free of pain, I don't know. Just judging on what he's done in the past, I would expect him to start Traore on the bench. But still, what an option to have coming off, because they missed that last week with Caballero not being there. They needed to stretch Everton. Everton had 10 men. Bonatini came on. It didn't really work out as well. So yeah, with a winger to come on of Traore's quality, fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And Clive Dendoncker?
Nice. So Dendoncker is kind of a week behind. I think Nuno was kind of suggesting he's only done a week's worth of training. Yeah. So he joined up with the squad a bit later. He was still back in Belgium sorting out his affairs.
Monitoring.
Yeah. Just for the Everton game, so he'll be probably another week away. I'd expect him to be involved for the Man City game. Caballero is obviously out for a number of weeks. Wouldn't expect to see him until after the international break.
Really? Is that long? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Win situation.
Certainly a clean bill of health from last week.
Okay, over and out.
Last week.
I think Nuno said it very interesting. I thought it was good at his press conference today, actually. Spoke really well. Gave long answers, which is always a bonus for you guys. Said that maybe they're a bit too amped up with the occasion last week, and maybe now it's time to settle down and get back to what they know best. Yeah, I mean, I spoke to Diogo Jota yesterday, who said that, and that's why I put that to Nuno, because I said to Jota what were Nuno's messages after the Everton game. He said to calm down. It was kind of like first day nerves back at school. Yeah, nervous. Everybody trying too hard to impress. What were you doing? You've got a new haircut, maybe. you bought some new shorts, new satchel. You want to show off your pencil. Don't cheapen this. What? You want to show off your pencil? So it's first day and everyone's trying too hard. The atmosphere obviously I think affected some of the players. Sure. They were nervous. You can understand that though. And you could completely understand that. But now it's I think kind of starts now really. Now's the grind. Now's the proper season starting now. With a trip to Leicester, a difficult looking trip. So he wants them to kind of express themselves and be themselves. Yeah. Like I said last week, perhaps trying too hard. I think we saw in the case of Willy Bolly making uncharacteristic mistakes, not under a huge amount of pressure either. Yeah. So that was unlike him. Neves wasn't passing the ball as well as normal. I think we'll see more of the Wolves that we know tomorrow. And like I said a couple of times, I do think they'll do well away from home this season, and tomorrow's game will suit them. And a really good indicator, as Everton was always going to be, but Leicester City, no mugs themselves, and I thought I'd better most of the game against Manchester United. Yeah, they did look good. They've got a kind of a new style this year, more of a possession-based style, not what we've been used to with Leicester in the past. Obviously, they won the league title with not much possession and hitting teams devastatingly on the counter-attack with Mahrez and Vardy. Mahrez is now gone. A different kind of style, keeping the ball. So I think that'll suit Wolves well tomorrow. If Leicester are kind of looking to spray it around midfield, and Wolves can perhaps sit deep, soak up the pressure, and then use Costa, Jota and Traore off the bench on the counter-attack. That's what they did so well often last year, and they were the best away team in the Championship by 5 points. So we'll see. But I think they will do well away from home this season. And hopefully quieten the crowd. Puel is one of the favourites, I think the favourite to be the first to go. Yeah. So he's under a bit of pressure as well. If they go and get beat by newly promoted Wolves or go a goal down, then the atmosphere could completely change. I think it's fair to say that Wolves and Leicester both have similar ambitions this year to finish in the top half. But it's also fair to say that they couldn't be more different in terms of their approach from pre-season. You know, Leicester have been a team going downhill since they won the title. Obviously, they were only going to go one way, and the team is almost all broken up now. Sure. That title-winning team, Puel. Yes, they finished top half last season, but he certainly wasn't a favourite with the fans. As you say, Bucky's favourite to be sacked. He's a man under pressure. They need results quickly. Also, the complete opposite. Yeah. You know, they've come up with
with a kind of a free hit as to what they can do. They just want to come out and express themselves and make a name for themselves, and they'll look to do that as quickly as possible, and they could do with a little result tomorrow, because Man City at home next week and then West Ham away before the international break. You don't want to be kind of still scrabbling around for that first win.
Absolutely.
Going into the break, and perhaps being in towards the bottom end of the table. Ideally, you'd love to get that win on the board as soon as possible, obviously.
One of those players who is still there is Jamie Vardy, and I think for the likes of Conor Cody, Willy Bolly, Ryan Bennett, these are the world-class strikers that have come up against it, and Jamie Vardy being one of them, who's a 20-goal-a-season guy in the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, Everton's front kind of 3 or 4 were no mugs last week, but yeah, Vardy, I mean, they came up against him in pre-season last season. I remember Conor Cody producing a fantastic goal line clearance from Vardy, before they won that opening game against Middlesbrough. So yeah, this is what they've got to get used to week after week. Leicester aren't the best team they're going to face, that comes the week after, but yeah, just something they're going to have to get used to. We saw it last week. Everton were miles better than anything Wolves played last season. The speed, the technique and the quality, obviously, but the speed of thought as well. We saw with that second goal, it's boom, 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 it was in. So they're going to have to get used to that quickly. I thought they adapted during the game against Everton last week, but yeah, the difference in quality is something else, and it's incessant.
Score prediction? Hit me.
I think it'd be 1-1, or maybe Wolves will sneak a 2-1.
Oh yeah, I like that. A 2-1 win would be beautiful.
Backed by 3,000 fans, should be a good
Is
one.
that what it is, 3,000?
Well, it's the local derby of the season, Nathan. So
yes, it is, Timothy.
There's no West Brom, no Villa, no Blues. This is the only 2 Midlands teams in the whole league.
And if you haven't listened,
you get
to
a
this
lion
before,
tomorrow.
Pardon?
You get a lion tomorrow.
No, I've got to take the dogs out to the park.
You've only got one, haven't you?
No, 2 now.
Okay. Update.
Me and Tim will be at the King Power Stadium tomorrow for all the build-up on this one. Make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.